If you look at a map of Arizona, you will see a transition zone, a rugged, diagonal slash separating the high, cool plateaus of the north from the low, hot deserts of the south. Right there, perched on the edge of this geologic precipice, lies Prescott. But to understand this land, we must cast off our human sense of time. We must think not in centuries, but in billions of years. The story begins in the Paleo-Proterozoic era, some 1.7 billion years ago. The ground beneath Prescott is ancient, truly ancient. This is the Yavapai supergroup. Back then, Arizona was not a desert, but a chaotic construction zone of volcanic island arcs, chains of fire rising from a primordial sea. These islands collided with the proto-North American continent, welding themselves together with immense heat and pressure. The rocks were twisted, folded, and metamorphosed into the greenstones and schists we find today in the darker outcrops of the Bradshaw Mountains. Then, a pause in the violence. About 1.4 billion years ago, deep beneath the surface, a massive pluton of magma intruded into this older rock. It did not erupt. It simply sat there, miles underground, cooling slowly, patiently, for eons. This was the birth of the granite dells. Over hundreds of millions of years, the overlying earth was stripped away by the relentless chisel of erosion. Once exposed to the atmosphere, the granite began to weather along its joints. Water and wind rounded the sharp edges, creating the lumpy spheroidal boulders that today look like the discarded marbles of a giant. But the Earth is restless. Fast forward to 70 million years ago, the Laramide, or Rajani. Far to the west, a tectonic plate slid beneath the continent, buckling the crust like a rug pushed against a wall. The Bradshaw Mountains were thrust upward. It was during this great upheaval that hydrothermal fluids, hot water rich in dissolved minerals, bled into the fractures of the rock. As they cooled, they left behind veins of quartz and the gold that would one day draw thousands of hopeful souls to these highlands. Even recently, geologically speaking, the fires have not fully gone out. Look to Glassford Hill. A mere 10 to 14 million years ago, it was an active cinder cone, spewing basalt lava that capped the mesas and filled the ancient valleys. So when you walk the streets of Prescott, you are not merely walking on dirt. You are walking on the wreckage of island collisions, on the frozen heart of ancient magma chambers, and on the golden veins of mountain building. It is a landscape sculpted by fire, water, and the immense, crushing weight of deep time. We are but fleeting visitors on this magnificent stage of stone.